Hey there, it's Q once again with Hold and Modify, YouTube's most poorly produced, underproduced Amiga channel. And yes, for a lot of my new subscribers, this is not a professional channel. I don't have lots of fancy lights and cameras and editing software that makes things look amazing. So I appreciate every one of you that continues to watch my videos and subscribe, which is crazy because I really don't ever ask you to do that. I guess maybe in the intro video, there's that word that says subscribe, but I don't know. Anyway, what is this video about? Well, okay, listen. A lot of people out there, my age, plus or minus 10 years, and 10 years that's a lot of years. But they go out and they look on eBay or they look on the forums, or some of you rare folks that I don't know, you find something in an estate sale, but look, you go out and you get your Amiga and you've got your Amiga. You plug it in, you turn on, and it works. Like it boots up. It looks like this. It boots up. You're booted up in your Amiga. What are you going to do? So you've got your Amiga booted up. What are you going to do? Now, for 97% of the people out there, that's not going to be the case. They're going to go get their Amigas out of their attics or their garages, or they're going to go on eBay and buy one. So see this right here, this software failure, press left mouse button to continue. I show you this. That's why people subscribe to my channel, because I don't sugarcoat the Amiga nostalgia. I show you what happens. I turned my Amiga 2500 on. I started recording this video. I started talking and blabbering on about nostalgia, blah, blah, blah. You bought an Amiga on eBay, blah, blah. And then what happened? It just crashed. It crashed right in front of you. So that's what's going to happen when you purchase these old computers. I don't want any of you thinking for a minute, I just spent $1,000 on some old Amiga and it's going to be the most amazing experience ever. And it's going to allow me to relive all of my amazing childhood memories. No, unless your childhood memories include crashes. Okay, so we are back, and you might notice that the screen is actually a different resolution, so that's good actually. That is part of the experience of using the Amiga. It crashes. So there you go. The Amiga nostalgia experience means you will experience crashes and softwares and failures and all kinds of stuff. But look, you spent the money, you bought it. What can you do? Well, let's go into it and let's see some of the things you can do. Well, you can crash again because that's exactly what's going to happen. And there it goes. Software failure. Oh, I'm so glad I spent $500 or $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000 on this system. All right, so now we're back yet again after yet another software guru crash. Are we going to be able to do anything with this Amiga? Well, let's go into Final Writer. Final Writer is a really fun program. If you're a person that likes to write stories or create novels or poems or haikus or I don't know, whatever it is you want to do, this actually is an amazing word processor on the Amiga. And if you have an Amiga 500 or Amiga 600, or maybe you got a 12, if you're really lucky and you got an Amiga 1200, this is a piece of software you could actually run on those computers. This is an Amiga 2500, by the way. And as you can see, look at this. Oh, it's gorgeous. Look at all the stuff. Look at all the buttons. Look at all the graphics and buttons. That's so fancy, right? Graphics and buttons. Here we go. Graphics and buttons. I mean, look. What more could you ask for? Graphics and buttons. You got graphics and buttons. Let's go up here to text, size, graphics and buttons. We got graphics and buttons, baby. All right, so one of the other things you could do besides graphics and buttons is you can do, painting, right? Amigas are graphics programs. Well, I mean, Amiga is graphics programs. No, the Amiga is like a graphics, programming, graphics, kind of computer, right? So we got this. We're going to do this. We'll do the Amiga graphics. Hey, by the way, you know what? It hasn't crashed. That's cool because it hasn't crashed. So now we're going to go anim, load, Anim. Okay, load. Look at all these little things here. Cry, Doggy Inferno, Doggy Outline, Juggling Lee, the tour. You know, are you like me? Are you wondering what the heck Doggy's Inferno is? Oh, that's a cute dog. I don't know if you can see this. I don't know if the camera's catching it, but Gene Ham made this file. And oh my gosh. Oh, software failure. I guess that's the animation, the software failure. So what I want to say is that when you buy an Amiga on eBay or wherever you buy it, there is an absolute amazing chance that your experience may involve a lot of what I've just shown you. So I don't want you to get too wrapped up. I don't want to have you get so financially involved and think, "Oh my gosh, I just paid for the ultimate experience," when what I've just shown you is a more realistic expectation. Look, if you watch my channel, I have lots of Amigas and they all work great. This Amiga 2500 of mine, it has been a bear. It has been just a complete disaster. But I just want to let you all out there know. All of you, anyone who watches my channel or subscribes, this is what happens. You buy stuff, and even if it's like recapped and, blah, 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 this is what can happen. This kind of crap happens. You just run the software, and then it just falls apart on you. You're doing the software failure. You know what? The first couple times it happens, you're like laughing and thinking, "Oh yeah, software failure, guru meditation. Oh, that's so retro." And then you're like, "Oh shit, I spent a lot of money on this. It's not working." Anyway, this has just been Q showing you what can happen when you buy an Amiga on eBay or wherever and think it's going to be the greatest thing in the world. It's not always the greatest thing in the world. They don't work all the time. They break. Even when you think they're supposed to work, they break. All right. I'm done with this video.